Hey guys, real quick before we get into the video, I just want to thank all of you for all the support and sorry this took me so long to come out with. I'm learning how to use DaVinci Resolve, so everything I wanted to use, I had to figure out how to use it. But anyway, I'm really excited about this video and I hope you all enjoy it. Here it is. The other day I was scrolling on Discord and I found this map. This map is really dope and it's made by Tomsa, or however you pronounce his name. There's a lot of cool features about it. I really like the aesthetic of the map and what it can do. So I'm gonna put up a game of me destroying the AI in the background, but you don't really need to see it. So I'm gonna blur it and I'm gonna talk to you about the objectives of this video. So I have a few goals. The first, I wanna build a map. I have not used the scenario editor in Lines of Battle yet, so I'm pretty excited. This map needs to be an island mountain. What does this mean? Well, we'll find out. Also, I want it to have a waterfall. The waterfall comes down the mountain and then maybe turns into something like a river. But I don't really want it to slow down gameplay because too much water can do that, so we'll have to balance. Lastly, I want it to be fair and symmetrical. This is just a weird thing I want. And then let's add it to the game. Let's see if we can make that happen. So let's get into it. Scenario editor. I need to create a new scenario. Checking the box that says hybrid just means that people can pick their own armies and bring those to the battle. So I want that. So here's the map. We gotta get started somehow. So I didn't really know what was happening. So I just started, I was like, well, I'm making an island, so let's get started at it. As you can see, I'm fumbling around. There's a tutorial that you can watch. It's actually when you open the scenario editor, it's the first thing. You should watch it. I didn't, obviously. And that's the fool. That is me clicking. And now he's making a water pyramid because he doesn't understand how to use the scenario editor. Let's just say I've come a long way. He's come a long way as well. And so yeah, well, let's leave him to just wander around and we'll see what happens. Bam, an island. This was the first island. Here we go. So we have the island. Let's make a mountain so we can check off that first objective. Boom. Okay, way too big of a mountain. So there we go. There's two small little mountains. I even have a city. We're making improvements. Let's add that river. River done. And this is at the moment when I realized this is not good. So earlier I mentioned I wanted a symmetrical map. This map looked symmetrical to me. It's not. I realized it is opposites. The two rivers are opposite of each other. But symmetrical means you could fold it in a hot dog style and both would be the exact same. Not fold it diagonally and both would be the exact same. So anyway, don't get too attached to this. Watch it fall underneath the water in a big flood because we're starting over. So get excited for the new island because here it comes. Alright, so this is the outline of the new map. As you can see, it's an island. And I kind of have an idea of building a mountain over here. We're just trying to fill this in and make it kind of more symmetrical. Alright, as you can see, I have added a mountain. It looks really good. It looks like an Egyptian pyramid, which is not what I want, so I really need to smooth it out. But this is the beginning of the island. I like this shape. We can have some like low stuff over here. Who knows what that means? Some stuff closer to the ground. We can have some low stuff over here. This is the mountain. I'm thinking maybe a stream here, maybe even a gulf. I don't really know. But yeah, we added the mountain, filled this bit in. Looking pretty dang good if you ask me. Alright, so I've added a waterfall. And let me actually make that blue. Oh yeah, to symbolize the water. And I actually added a city up here. kind of made the mountain less pyramid-like. Needs a lot of work. Smooth out some edges. And then I added some terrain, forest, and mountains, just to make it look a little prettier. I was thinking it could be cool if I have a city up here or something, and maybe a like stream that goes something like that on both sides. I'm not exactly sure, but I like this. It's even. But yeah, so I'm gonna add those things real quick. Okay, so I did it. I added some roads right here, you know. And then I add this pond on either side. I don't know, I might do the stream. Kind of looked weird. It's like very direct. And I added the city I talked about. I'm picturing like a city here and then a city here, something like that. And then obviously on the other side a city here. Flattened out the terrain a little bit, just trying to make it more flowy up to the mountain. Okay, so I've added the streams, and it was more akin to my first idea than going straight down to the ponds on either side. I do have an offshoot, you know, thought it looked nice. And I've added one of the cities that I talked about. Now, something I'm picturing is if you take the mountain, I don't want you to just win the game. So I'm picturing maybe like a couple attack funnels, kind of like this, so that you can attack from all sides of the mountain. I also expanded the mountain off of the map, even though I wanted it to be an island. I think this will help me smooth out the mountain later. Okay, so I added that attack. Ooh, yes. Wow, I didn't realize I could do this. Ooh, look at this. Spotlight. Okay. Whoa. Okay. As I was saying, you can attack from here. And I might add a road or something just to make it easier. And I'll have to copy this on the top. But yeah, I need to even it out. I kind of just, as you can tell, I'm adding to the top half and then I slowly add on to the bottom. Except that on this side I added to the bottom and then I'll do this. Who knows, I'll make it symmetrical. Okay, so I've expanded the mountain out just so that it's more smooth. This pushed the attacking backwards. I'm okay with this. I think it looks nicer. There's less river to cross for them. And that means I kind of created 2 lakes, which is kind of cool. I think it looks kind of nice. Yeah, and so this kind of came out of me trying to expand and smooth out the mountain. I'm pretty worried about the mountain being overpowered. I want the mountain there. I don't want to remove it. I really like it, so I need to do some more work on how the attacker of the mountain can attack. So yeah. Okay, I've now added 3 attack points plus the center and your opponents. So again, I'm not sure how helpful this is because it kind of funnels them into the same point, but you can line your artillery here. I might need to add mountains to attack from, not really sure, but I did a little forest. Isn't that sweet? Anyway, trying to fix this mountain problem of it being broken. Okay, I got a little carried away. Forgot to pause, but we've added the bottom city. Yay. And I've refined these attacking points with roads. I've copied it up top, super nifty. And then the stream in the middle decided it was going to go all the way down. I wanted a river, like I said, so I've decided to add one. I'll add like roads across these. That's why they split up. That's kind of my idea. But yeah, so now I have the 2 cities. I need to connect these. I got caught up in it. I forgot to record, so sorry. Big update. Anyway. All right, so this is a new recording session. I'm sorry about the fan. Hopefully it's not as bad as it sounds in person. So I've kind of expanded upon this. And really what I have this attack point here. And so I need to even this out on this side because it's supposed to be symmetrical, which means I need to bring out this land. So I'm gonna go do that and I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, so I've kind of added add some of this out, which I think it obviously needs to be tuned, but just building this out right here. Okay, so I've added all this. I added this nice little city. I like it. And now what this means is we both have attack points from this and from here. Look at that. I can even draw an arrow. Oh yeah. That's nice. And I kind of like how this looks with these. It just means that this side is not, broken, and neither is the other. Okay, big update. I've added a lot of trees, as you can see, and I've also added hills just throughout the map. And then I'm kind of experimenting. Whoa, that's not supposed to be an arrow. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm experimenting with this right here and trying to figure out if we could have like a pond or something in the map. And so yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, as you can see, I've kind of made this pond look nicer. Wow, I just love that arrow. I've made this pond look nicer and attempted just to make it, there we go. Okay, I've attempted to make it look more natural, and it was kind of just a body of water before. And then I've copied it up top as well. So now we just have these two ponds, and I kind of like it. So the map is definitely coming together, and we'll see where it takes us. I like what we have so far. So I kind of wanted to work on some aesthetics, so I added these two little islands. And so yeah, we have this one up here, and then I started actually, and I really like this, so I might do it up top as well. Started adding these little cities, and I like that aesthetic where they're in the forest, and then we have this gulf. I don't know, they're not really for any purpose, because obviously if you were to bring your army here, you would leave your nice little star over there, and so the opponent could just take it and win that way. So I'm not worried about them being overpowered because of that. But yeah, I might add more throughout the map, but for now I just have those two. I like them. So quick update, I made this have a waterfall because we all know I like waterfalls. Oh my goodness gracious. And I added those little huts. So, I think they look nice. Don't know what that is. And then down here, yeah, I don't think I've really changed anything yet, but I'm thinking about maybe like adding stuff out here, right here. I'm not exactly sure. All right, enough aesthetics. I've been working on gameplay. I played a game against the AI, and I destroyed them because that's what I do to the AI. But something I noticed is this little water is super annoying because you have all this forward momentum off the start, and then you just get hit and you stop. So I was looking at some posts on Discords, and I saw that they were saying that maybe you should do something like where you actually stop the water. So I'm going to experiment with that. I have this, it really breaks up my nice river, but it keeps the forward momentum, which I like. Okay, so here's me doing it on all of them. And I'll be honest, I hate how this looks. I think it looks dumb. The river looks all disconnected. It doesn't really look like a river anymore. It looks like a ton of ponds, or even like another language that you're supposed to understand. Like an O, a C, an X, and then a really long X. I don't know, it's just not, that's not a river. And then another X, because I like X's. So yeah, I need to change something. I'm gonna try to figure it out. Okay, so I changed it by deleting it off the face of the earth. I just decided to put a hill, 2 hills, and I think this will really help with gameplay advancement. And I still need that river. I don't really count these as rivers. They're more like streams, I guess. So I'm not sure where to put the river. I also reduced these down. I don't know if I talked about that, but it was just when I played against the AI earlier, the star seemed a little broken right there, and it might force people to one side of the map, and I didn't want that. Even though stars don't really matter, I just wanted it to be easily accessible. So yeah, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with my river. Okay, so I expanded off of those little once ponds, then islands. Now it's the river. This is nice because instead of slowing down gameplay forward and back, it slows it down left to right, which I think is good, forcing people together and not away from each other. It also means that you have now 3 choices to pick from when you start, and then you have enough time to kind of join your forces wherever you start to attack the opponent. So I really like this river. Obviously I need it to not look like a centipede, so I need to change some things. And I made this look nice, create a little forest in the middle, kind of cool. But yeah, anyway, I like this river a lot more. I know I need to like have points of crossing, but I like it. I like it a lot more. I think this is the right direction. It also was cool because I kind of already had this landscape in my thing, and so I was just chiseling it away. I don't know, kind of like erosion. Okay, so I've added some crossing points. I'm thinking about maybe another one or something, making this gap closer. Just that, ooh, yes, I always forget that I have this. I don't really need it. But just so that there's not just crossing down here, but I want there to be, maybe, yeah, I feel like right here looks good. And then more of a middle ground. This just means if you do have to cross the river, you can, but there is some like choke, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's kind of just trying to build out this river, I guess. And I still need to fit like this needs to be worked on. It just doesn't look good. So yeah. Okay, so I just kind of attached the roads because I love roads. And then got rid of this water and built out this water more. Honestly, at this point, I don't even know if drawing's helping. I feel like you guys can see the changes, but it's cool. I get to draw on my screen. I mean, who gets to do that? I do. I get to do that. But yeah, so something like this looks a little nicer. I don't know if it'll clog up gameplay, but again, we have these hills so that your artillery can attack. It's a little, I think a 9mm is a little farther than that. Anyway, so yeah, I like this. I need to still add these crossings though. Okay, there we go. There's these crossings, and then now I've added these. They're just 1 wide, but it is a lot quicker to cross here than it is to here. So I don't know, maybe I need to draw a road across. It's just a lot of road and repetitiveness. And it's kind of fun that you get to decide, do you cross quicker but closer to the enemy, or slower over here? It also means that flanking troops must do this, or they can go here, or they can go here. It gives them more possibilities, all with pluses and minuses. I kind of like that. Alternatively, I guess they could go here. So cavalry on this side I think is kind of fun. I think they definitely have a lot of possibilities. And, ooh, wow, let's just get rid of that. And then also, cavalry can definitely come from this side, obviously. But yeah, I haven't really been updating you guys, but trying to make this slope gentler, just because, that's important. I need it to look nice. Okay, I think I added this. I don't remember if I talked about it, but I added a little island up there. I copied it down here. Again, my concern is not that much. If you camp out in one of these, then it doesn't matter because your star is somewhere here, and so I don't really particularly care. You're gonna lose. I also added some islands. I really like how this turned out. It really does look like there's a whole jungle back here, and we just are battling it out on this random island. Likewise down here, added some more. Maybe I'll add like 1 or 2 down here as well, and of course on top. But yeah, I'm really liking how this is turning out. I think we're close to finishing, 100%. Okay, so I did add those little guys. Definitely like them. It just means that the map doesn't It makes it more interesting to look at. It doesn't add anything to gameplay, but definitely makes it more interesting. And yeah, I think I just need to add some finishing touches, but we're very close. I really like this map. Definitely do. All right, now I know this is probably bothering you all because it's been bothering me as I've been editing this, but this right here needs to be changed. There we go. All right, so I think with that, we are done. This is the map that I'm submitting. I don't know what I'm submitting it to, but I'm submitting it. So let's download this, and yeah, let me show some games on this map. So next up, I'll be showing some games. Hey, so this is editor Jonathan, and I'm realizing that at the beginning of the video, I had some objectives, and so yeah, I just want to quickly go through them. And yeah, this is really bootleg, but I want to go to bed. I'm super tired, and I want to release this tomorrow. So really quickly, let's go through what I did. I made a map. Big check mark crossed off. It's an island and it has a mountain. Done. We had a river and we fixed it, and we have a waterfall. Done. It's basically symmetrical. And this is the big news. I have spoken to Hawk, and he said send over the file, and so it will be added to the game at some point. For now, I'll release a post on Discord so that you can download the map and play it imported. But yeah, I achieved all of them, which is awesome. So we did it, guys. Anyway, sorry, I just really want to go to bed, so I'm not spending too much time on this. Good night, y'all. Alright, so this is me playing my friend TechnoYams, which you might have noticed. He shows up in a few of the other videos, as in he comments. And yeah, so he's my buddy. I've lived with him for the past 3 years, and we played 2 games. This is the first, and one of us wins one, the other wins the other. I wonder which one I'm gonna show. But yeah, this is the map, and this is us playing. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm just gonna let the battle play out.